Back to the Future's got to be one of my most favourite films, especially as a kid. So to go back to watch Back to the Future again, it scared me because every time I go back to watch a film that I used to love as a kid, it always turns out to be shit. And that's because the adult mind. I'm in my 40s now. Every time I go back to watch a film, you look at it with this adult mind and it puts crap on everything, unfortunately. But in this case, I've got to say, Back to the Future is still one of the most. It's probably one of the best films ever, especially in my opinion. And good thing about watching it with an adult mind, I appreciated Chris Lloyd as an actor. He's a genius actor. His acting in this was amazing. And the charisma that comes off Michael J. Fox, still one of my favourite 80s actors. He's great. And like in life, there's imperfections. So let's face some imperfections about this film, shall we? Right, let's all admit it now. Marty's parents are shit. Like, you got the dad there, for example, who's been bullied by his boss since 1955. I'm pretty sure he's got enough evidence on him right now to report him to the police and then steal his job. Except he decides to do nothing other than sitting there and laughing like an asthmatic. Shut up, George. And as for his mum, the preaching alcoholic, who basically hides alcohol all around the place, I'm pretty sure she was pissed before she even came to tea that night. Look at her, wrecked. But what makes them, in my opinion, quite bad parents is the fact that they don't even question the unhealthy relationship that Marty has with a way much older man / mad scientist who lives up the road. So unhealthy, in fact, that he sneaks out in the middle of the night to go meeting up with this old man in their, supermarket car park, where they go play with equipment that he only stole from terrorists. It must have been bad for Marty, really. Went back in time and found out that his dad's a peeping Tom and his mum's this, man-eating nymphomaniac. When his adventure ended and all that, he must have had PTSD, waking up in the middle of the night thinking his mum's trying it on him. I've got to admit something here. I think Marty's a bit of a dickhead. I mean, firstly, that thing with the speaker. The massive speaker that's the size of a house. What are you going to do? Crank it all the way up and strum your guitar? You're lucky you got eardrums, mate. That's all I'm saying. And then blaming Doc. His clocks are the reason that you're late. No, his clocks aren't the reason you're late, and there's evidence in that because you've already been late like 2-3 times before. Yep, there's no reason for the principal to be up in your face the way he is, talking to you in a way that would have probably got him to lose his job at today's standards. That, as well as touching you up with his nose. I mean, what's that about, please? Come on, bleh, gross. The thing is, Marty, what you're not happy about, you talk disrespectfully to the adults. That poor woman trying to make money to save the clock tower, and you're talking to her like a sack of shit. That's not on, that, mate. And do you know what else isn't on? Kissing your girlfriend in front of her dad. Do you want to punch in the face? You don't do stuff like that. You don't do it. But the worst idea is what you'd had is when you went back in time. Your idea to get your dad to win your mum over was to try it on your mum, which I'm pretty sure, with her not knowing you were a son, she would have let you do it anyway. But, you shit out, which is fair enough. But, I mean, why was that even an idea? Sorry, you're the dickhead. And don't get me started on that guitar solo. Come on, man. What was that? Calm it down.
Hey, McFly!
Biff. Oh my god. He's a murdering rapist. There's no hope for him. They shouldn't even have him in school. They should lock him up straight away. He's just not right. Yeah, he goes around beating people up like bullies do and all that stuff. Yeah, but at one point, he tried running Marty over, and then he tried squashing Marty between a car and a manure truck. He was going to kill him. He was trying to kill him. He's a murderer. And then on top of all that, he's raping that Lorraine in the car. Yeah, luckily George came along, but then he wanted to break George's arm and stuff. He had no hesitation in breaking that. He was trying to get a bloody break on. Luckily George came out of it and smacked him. Which, come on now, that is quite cool. You know what I mean? That is a good way to win over the girl. So me hats off to that. But still, Biff. He's not right, man. He's seriously not right in the head. And he's scary. He's actually scary. He's near enough as worse as Darth Vader. No, he's not. I said nearly. Not even close, actually. He's a maniac. Yeah, so I definitely recommend watching Back to the Future again and again and again. And if you don't want to, then be like Tree and get out of here. Remember to like and subscribe.